What's up, YouTube? Reborn of Reborn Royalty here. Today we're talking about EDC. Now, when it comes to EDC, my EDC changes because I travel often and I keep, different tools for wherever I go. And the set of tools that I'm carrying right now, I'm not going to say where I am, but I have a Glock 17 P80 clone. It holds 17 plus 1 with the flush fitting standard magazine. I got hollows in it, even though the top one is I ran out of hollows, so I had to top it off with the FMJ. But yeah, definitely need hollow tips. Definitely need hollow tips for self-defense purposes. Full metal jacket is fine for your typical target practice and all that. But in self-defense situations, you are responsible for every round that leaves your firearm. So you must make sure that you're not over penetrating your target. Keep that in mind. That's stuff we'll talk about more down the road as well. So I keep several stock magazines. Hold on, get my bag. Having a good bag is very important. Something that is low key. It doesn't scream, I have a gun in here and I'll shoot you if you fuck with me in my family. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the whole point of concealed carry. I mean, for Christ's sake, I'm not someone that you would automatically assume is carrying just by how I carry myself. You know what I mean? The way I speak, the way I dress, the way that the apparel, I choose to wear. That's the whole point. That's, the gray man theory, as other YouTubers such as Bone Tactical talk about. And that's what you want. You don't want to stick out like a sore thumb or like a rapper or something, you know what I mean? That's just how you get robbed. Don't get me wrong, I do wear jewelry, but it's heirloom, sentimental stuff that, like, for instance, I was shot wearing this, and the police returned it to me after the case was done because they needed it to prove some circumstantial evidence in my favor. And because of that, it's kind of like a lucky, piece for me now. It's kind of hard to separate yourself from something that was also given from my father, but also went through such a traumatic event in my life with me. And to have gotten it back. I didn't have my ring on that night, thankfully, but my father gave me that as well. It's for my family last name. Moving on, backup guns. Always good to have them. Because in case one jams, you can pull out another. So this is a Model 206 chambered in .38 Special from Rock Island Armory. I got it certified pre-owned from the homie. It's works fine for the most part. I feel like the barrel's a bit warped because it's old. Because it shoots a little, from a distance. It doesn't shoot very accurately. But this is just my my get off me gun until I can get into my bag and pull out the Glock. No switches though. no switches. That's even if the ATF changed laws tomorrow, I don't even know if I would want to necessarily have a fully automatic pistol for self-defense. I guess it would be a nice option because criminals, like teenage ones, fucking have them. So why shouldn't a citizen, law-abiding one? And for that point alone, I think we should have them. But in general, it's just like a very inaccurate tool. You can shoot just as fast as a switch or damn near to it and put rounds downrange more accurately if you train enough and know what you're doing. Just gotta have proper control and all of that. The compensators and the fluted barrels and all that stuff, the fluted slides, all that stuff helps keep the gun shooting flat as possible, so you can keep your rounds more or less grouped together in a nice little cluster, which call it. But realistically, in a self-defense situation, you know, you're just gonna mag dump on somebody. Like, it just is what it is, and that's why you want to keep extras. Speaking of extras, I keep a couple spare magazines, also loaded with hollows. And I also keep an extended mag on my Glocks, just because you can. And also, I would rather have more ammo than I need than not have enough ammo, because the night that I got shot, I fucking didn't bring my spare mags with me, and I only had 10 rounds on a Glock. Excuse me, it was a G2C Taurus, chambered in 40 caliber, and I only had 10 shots. And it's like a Glock, though. It's like the same thing, but it's like a quarter the price, and it's has a little safety selector, which is nice. I personally like those. That's why I'm kind of looking into FN and CZ, what's in the 6 Hour. These are all brands that I'm going to eventually be exploring with. I bought a SIG recently. I've yet to pick it up. I've just kind of put a down payment on it, but I'm going to be picking up that SIG soon. But you'll see that down the road, that's going to be a new augmentation to my EDC in another city. But yeah, I have some, this is just what I have right now on me. I can actually look around if I have some 38 special hollow points. It would be useful, and again, crucial for self-defense. But not necessarily 100% important, because it's more important to have your gun loaded, and you know what I mean? And something that you can comfortably keep on your person at all times. So, you know, holsters, for the way I carry, I like to use a combination of like either a Kydex holster, which is like all plastic and it has like a simple retention. You can just kind of like stick it on right here, and look, gun is empty. You can just kind of pop it on right there. Comes off just fine. You can put it wherever you want, however you like to carry. And it works great. You can even put it on a gun belt, but that's typically not how I dress. I usually just have stuff that's like loose fitting. After my surgeries, I'm all about comfort. Now I like wearing comfortable clothes, only when it's like, you know, I'm going somewhere there that I might either A, like want to be more dressed up for, or B, you know, say you're gonna go make a deposit at the bank or something. I'd rather make sure that I have proper retention on my pistol and wear, like, you know, some cargo shorts and a good belt. Make sure that it's properly on there while I'm depositing that check. You know what I mean? Just, you know, just things like that. But if you're running to the store, you know what I mean, a good Kydex holster, or even one of these like hybrid holsters where it has a metal clip that's similar to the Kydex one, but it's leather as well, so it's a lot more comfortable, like on the body. It's a lot easier to wear it somewhere like on your appendix all day, or even if you carry it on your side, it'd be more comfortable, and you will kind of like forget about it, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of the whole point with your concealed carries. You want to have it so it's so comfortable that you can almost forget that it's there until you need it. You know what I mean? You want to make your concealed carries, you want to make your EDCs personalized to your body type, to your carry style, to your lifestyle. Like, you know, if you're a tradesman, you know what I mean? A lot of tradesmen that I know that they like to carry 380s and 9mm, like the micro 9s. Makes a lot of sense in the age that we're in, where there's a plethora of options for that. Me personally, it just kind of depends on my need, you know what I mean? for a long time, I was against revolvers, for instance. But then, you know, I've had people who have had more combat experience than me, and they're, you know, they're snipers, and, you know, and they want, then they choose these types of pistols as their go-to for everyday carry. And I think that's crazy to hear from like special force type guys. But, you know, if those guys believe this is a good backup or this is a good go-to, then shit, I'll carry it as a backup. I mean, me personally, my experiences with fighting robbers here in America, they shot me with a rifle. They had multiple 30-round clips. They shot fucking all of them. My car looked like the Bonnie and Clyde car. My blood and my buddy Gabby's blood, most of my blood, but Gabby got hit in the spine, so there was a little bit of his blood there too. But that shit was just drenched everywhere. And it's kind of a miracle we all didn't die because the car had so many holes in it and they shot so many times. But that's kind of most criminals don't practice with their guns. They just they illegally go obtain them. They either steal them or buy them illegally, and then they go and use them. And thank God that they're not better shots. You know what I mean? Thank God that I was able to get the drop on them. Otherwise, myself, Gabby, and my ex Kayla would not be here. So with that being said, this is my EDC for the East Coast, and I'll tune in to show you my West Coast one soon. Deuces.